Story, an arrest in the case of a 5-year-old whose body was dumped in a San Fernando Valley parking lot.
We have team coverage on this tragic case. Mike Rogers is at the desk digging into the suspect's past. But first, Jeff Nguyen joins us live after speaking with the boy's heartbroken grandfather and his family as they cope with unimaginable loss. Jeff?
Pattern one, the victim's grandfather says that he had seen signs of violence from that suspect in the past. In fact, he recently had to separate his daughter from that man at a nearby apartment building. In the meantime, the memorial right behind us has been growing as a symbol of a community's sorrow.
And I'm so hurt right now. And this is so hard.
Troy Hearn choked back tears talking about his only grandson, Elijah Hearn.
He was a joy. He had a beautiful smile. He made you laugh. He loved to run. He loved to play. He was very affectionate.
The 5-year-old's body was found in the parking lot of a medical building on Saturday. The case enraged a community who expressed their grief through a growing memorial. Early Wednesday morning, police took in a man and a woman at a Panorama City apartment complex just a few blocks from the crime scene. Investigators booked 20-year-old Bryscon Gaddis for murder and domestic violence with injuries. The LAPD says Gaddis is the boyfriend of Elijah's mother, but his grandfather says they had broken up.
I knew he was in and out of jail.
Mr. Hearn believes police were called to the apartment because people heard Gaddis arguing with his daughter, who was also taken in for questioning. He says she has since been released. Police had to bring in reinforcement because nearly 200 people gathered at the complex as officers also took out 2 children from an apartment unit.
Oh, it's right there.
Ruby Gomez dropped off her childhood teddy bear that reads, "I love you," for Elijah.
He deserves a lot, and after what he's been through and what has happened, it's just really sad, but I give it to him out of pure love.
Police also detained 3 other people overnight in Hollywood. After questioning them, investigators arrested 22-year-old Malik Gaddis. He's being held with no bail on a felony warrant from 2024. Mr. Hearn says his grandson and his daughter, who he says suffers from mental illness, lived with him. He says he called his grandson Papa.
I hope I'm giving him the proper justice, and I want the proper justice for him as well.
And the children who were taken from that apartment complex are now in the custody of the Department of Children and Family Services. The police department tells us that the 2 men who have been arrested are in fact brothers. And for more on the man who has been booked for murder, we now hand things over to my colleague, Mike Rogers, on the desk.
Hey, Jeff, yeah, we've been looking into his criminal history, and we have found a couple of things in recent past here that kind of gives us a picture of what's going on. I want to show you the video here of the scene that you just described to us last night, Jeff, and while we do that, we'll show you some of the information we've learned from court documents. Most recently, Bryscon Gaddis has an open case, February 2025, 3 misdemeanor counts, 1 of injuring a spouse or family member, 1 count of domestic battery, and 1 count of false imprisonment. Now, according to court records, this case was supposed to go to trial in April of this year. It's unclear where the case stands now. I've reached out to the Los Angeles City Attorney. They are handling that case. He's got a separate felony case from July of 2024 where he was charged with felony carjacking, felony assault with a deadly weapon that was not a firearm, and assault with a deadly weapon causing injury, also a felony. Now, this case, all the charges were dropped, and according to court records, it was for lack of a speedy trial. It's unclear exactly what went on with that case and why it was not prosecuted in a timely manner, but regardless, the case was dropped. That misdemeanor case, the domestic violence misdemeanor case, is the one that is moving through right now. And again, we are waiting tonight to hear from the Los Angeles City Attorney about where that case stands and the status of it. Certainly will now take a backseat to the murder case that he is now facing. Guys?
Yeah, so tragic for that little child.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Mike.